Oh my gosh. Excuse me? Like, wait. Excuse me? What was that? You guys! I can't believe that just happened. I cannot believe that that just happened. But, our Quokka, she just gave birth to her baby, and it looked like it came out of her pouch. And I am blown away by that. I the baby quokka, much like baby guinea pigs or little creatures like that, happens to look just like its parent. Like he's a little boy. I can't believe he came out of his mom's pouch. Yes, that is where baby quokka come from in real life, but it's just so exciting to see that here on Kiwi Island in our Planet Zoo adventures, where we are definitely going to be earning the silver kiwi. I don't know what you guys are talking about. We'll gain that silver kiwi, we'll grab the gold, and we'll escape to our own deserted island that we will cover with 500 little blue penguins, a multitude of kiwi, 150 quokka, and I actually think the Tasmanian devils would not appreciate more than like themselves in their territory. But welcome back, everyone, to the birth of a baby quokka, which does indeed help us out with the Goodwin family's goal of breeding 4 new habitat animals. Also, who just escaped? You did not escape, you silly lemur. We'll go ahead and move you over a little bit. But yeah, so breeding 4 habitat animals has been proving to be a little bit more difficult than I thought, since we are already up on the lemur, the quokka, the kiwi. And now we have a wonderful red panda named Tyler who's been strutting around. I haven't been able to really do a lot for him just yet. We have a Galapagos tortoise who attracted her own fan club of protesters, but now she's doing a little bit better. She just really wants to have some food enrichment. Thank you very much. I should have one of the keepers just like wear some Hawaiian floral print like I did when I went to go and feed the Galapagos tortoises at San Diego Zoo. And yeah, that was so fun. I knew that they would go after your clothes if you wore bright colors that had floral designs because they think that those are the flowers they can eat and they get very excited. So that was a wonderful experience that I loved a lot. We have frozen food blocks for you now, Fernanda. Enjoy. And yes, we will be naming the animals after all of you guys, but considering that we're about to bounce out of here before, the good ones discover that maybe we aren't able to keep things financially afloat for some reason. Also, I want to do franchise mode so that I can share some of these animals with you guys. I'm gonna hold on to your guys' names for just a little bit. Also, Tyler, didn't mean for you to get super duper stressed. Sorry about that. Probably something to do with the bazillion and a half people everywhere, eh? And let's just maybe raise this up and let's do a little bit of flipping this around. Other way. There we go. And I think Tyler's going to become vastly less stressed unless he counts these like peekaboo guests that pop up as something that's stressful. Do they find that stressful? Stress level plummeting, yay! And he's hungry, so hopefully we'll be able to have more like food for you soon. Unfortunately, not any food enrichment, but we'll do our best, Tyler, because you may become the parent of one of our new habitat species, hopefully. And also, Saffron, are you about to... Saffron's about to have another baby, which means that Dino Dave, our albino kiwi, is he grown up yet? No! Wow! After having waited so long between Phoenix and Dino Dave, it seems like Saffron and her mate are just like Voskvi, are just ready to go ahead and welcome even more little ones into their family. Speaking of little ones, I thought this Quokka baby, who looks like the size of a mouse, was a baby Galapagos tortoise from up high, and I was just about to freak out because we only have one Galapagos tortoise, and if we had one of those occasions where like female reptiles can just go ahead and have like their clone babies. What is that called? I'm trying, like, does it begin with a P? What is it called when a female reptile has her own clone daughters? That is, yes, it does begin with a P. Parthenogenesis, and it is a very fascinating phenomenon that we have seen in some sharks. We've seen in a few different species of reptile. where it's asexual reproduction, where the female reptiles will produce their own offspring, like that are basically more or less clones of themselves. It's very complicated, but like worms, snails, a bunch of different insect species, spiders, crustaceans, amphibians. I'm gonna have to check that one out. Let's see. What's a squatama? What on earth is a squatama? Oh, it's an order of insects that includes a bunch of lizards and snakes and worm lizards. I've never even heard of a worm lizard. Well, there you go. Like, wow. Okay, we're gonna need to have like a whole special knowledge section that we can look at about that now because that sounds amazing. In any case, vet research continues. Excellent. Oh, and the little penguins are sad. How could I have forgotten? Okay, that's a little penguin male. I think the only things we've been finding are male little blue penguins so far. Let's see. Red ruff lemurs. We have the black and white lemurs. That might have to be the route we try to go, but there's only males right now. We'll adopt one of the gold quality males just as a emergency measure. And otherwise, we have our Quokka females. Hello, little one. You're so cute. And then we need to wait it out for a little while, and we need to see if we can get our hands on like a female red panda or a male Tasmanian devil. Tasmanian devils! Oh my gosh, we have our Tasmanian devil! I just got so distracted by everything else going on. Oh my gosh. We're gonna call this the Devil's Den. Devil's Den, just for now. She actually has a den as well. And let's check in on none other than Kilara. Oh my gosh, she's just sprawled in her den. That's hilarious. You're literally in your den, my dear. But here she is! I cannot wait to give her a new home on our own island. I know I keep saying that, but I'm just really excited because now that it's occurred to me, wait a second. I could have my own deserted island. Y'all, we're gonna have so much fun. The Pixel Sanctuary, poor thing, is a sprawling mess of chaos, but maybe if I start with my own island, it won't get quite as chaotic. Or maybe I'll run out of room to build and suddenly the next thing you know, we're making lava tube tunnels. That sounds amazing. That sounds so cool! Okay, we're probably gonna get into trouble with that too. I can see it happening. Let's see. Yes! And the mechanic research is done, so we can start swapping out who we're going, or like how we make our money. And Dino Dave has now reached adulthood. Yay! We're gonna actually send him to the trade center so that he doesn't fight with his parents, especially with the new egg about to hatch for the kiwi. And we'll check in on them in just a little bit here. But speaking of babies, I do have someone very important for all of you to meet that I have forgotten until this moment. My friends, I would like you all to meet none other than His Royal Majesty Prince Tristan, named after, ironically, Prince Tristan, one of our hey Tristan, hi, one of our fantastic community members, aka our viewers, aka you guys. Man, that always sounds so awkward. It's you. Y'all know who you are. Like, hi. You don't need some fancy name. We're all just like hanging out, having a good time together, right? But Prince Tristan, I just could not believe that your name came up when I needed to name a prince of King and Queen Trianoli, the green iguanas. Yeah, that's still pretty confusing, isn't it? But we do have a royal prince as part of the lineage now. And I was thinking about it, but I think for him, we're actually going to go ahead and Prince Tristan, we are going to send you, with your very low fertility gene, into the trade center. And then we're going to kind of do this like Crusader King style. And we're going to wait to see who the heir to Trianoli King the First could be. He will have only the best of his children inherit the throne. So now we must see. Will Prince Tristan be the only one to ever carry on the King Trianoli, the green iguana, lineage? Or will Prince Tristan rise to the occasion? And hopefully we just find him a gold quality queen. We will have to see, and we'll have to see if that happens before I get my hands on, like, the lonely hearts of my zoo. Just need, like, that's all we need at this stage is more babies. Yay, we're working on little blue penguin research. I'm so happy to see that. Working on the red panda research, excellent. We're starting to make a tiny bit of money. Let's not do anything dramatic because I am probably gonna make the whole money thing just disappear. Are you playing with this curio ball? I love these penguins. I love them so much. I wish I was those people. Well, I say that, but I can actually get like even closer. Like, you guys have to be in the tube, and I can come over here and be right here with Indy. What do you think of that? But Indy is now no longer as stressed. It turns out the majority of their stress was coming from being looked at by a bazillion people. Can't blame them. Know how that feels. It is stressful. I am an introvert to the nth degree, to the point where my husband and I are literally trying to figure out how we can legitimately have a cabin in the woods on a mountain away from everyone. Like, no joke. Now that they've put fiber internet up, like, around the Appalachian Mountain area we like, might actually happen one day. Now I just need to record like 18 million wolf quests so that maybe I could dream of that actually financially happening. Oh, this little penguin. All right, but in any case, we just need to find some mates for our lonely-hearted creatures. I'm tempted to have some backup lemurs, but we already have a backup lemur. If you note, there's a male Galapagos tortoise! Oh my, there's 2 males. Ironically, on the whole, Julio has higher fertility. He may be more oh my gosh, was that the penguin? That was the penguin. It made the cutest little noise. I want baby penguins. Are they just chicks? I feel like baby penguins should be given like a really adorable name, and also that penguins should have like a really cute collective noun. I'm big on animal collective nouns, which is like a kaleidoscope of butterflies, a parliament of owls. You could do really boring things like a flock of sheep. A school of fish. I like it when they have a really cool one. No, please, I know I said I needed babies, let's mean that, but I didn't mean like that. Please, not with any siblings. Alright, let's see. And then maybe we can release this guy to the wild too. There we go. We've got lots of lemurs. Lots and lots of lemurs. Alright, but I guess while we wait for the lonely-hearted animals of our zoo to go ahead and find love, and also we wait to see if the Galapagos tortoise will be the one to pull that off while we're still... That's another female Tasmanian devil. While we are still kind of twiddling our thumbs. Oh, Della, the spectacled flying fox has died of old age. Rest in peace, little one. And Julio. Julio. Are you actually going to be the Dawn of... We're going to name him Dawn after Dawn in the Sims 2, 3, and 4. I can't remember Dawn's last name. Let me actually check really quickly. But he was the romance sim. Dawn Sims... There we go. Dawn Lothario, who was a pre-made sim in Sims 2, 3, and 4. Where he was causing so much trouble by basically flirting with everyone and kind of like sleeping with everybody. Oh my gosh. And so he's got a lot of kids scattered around sometimes if you turn your gaze away for just a couple seconds in your Sims games. And I am actually looking for more kids. So Dawn, please. Like romance my there we go. Romance my other Galapagos tortoise. And let your tiny itty-bitty children play amongst the itty-bitty, teeny tiny. Is this just... Okay, that's just... See, this is just poop. But they're so small. The quokka are so small. And, like, the babies. I had to, like, triple check. So we'll see. Will Dawn be the one to work his magic? Or... Let's see. No, that's another male red panda. That's another female Tasmanian devil. Why are there so many sick animals all of a sudden? This isn't good. Maybe we have too many red ruffed lemurs. There's 10 right now. Alright, let's see if we can help out here. So we have 2 of them who were from rescues. I think it's safe to give them contraceptives at this point. And then we have 1 that is a baby. So we have to keep the juvenile until it's grown up. But that one doesn't need to be breeding either. And then we have a few of them who are sick. I wonder how they managed to get sick, because probably the place... Actually, it looks pretty clean. It doesn't have scary, like, rotting leaves inside of their little foraging area, which means lemur fruit researcher Allison, doing your job as the expert you are, take some staff training, which is actually extremely expensive because that means we pay her better forever and hopefully provide her with excellent benefits. So I think the diseased animals will be okay because our wonderful staff will tend to them. But while we are waiting to see if Don is going to be able to work his magic, we can go ahead and we can see what getting the golden kiwi would take. Because I'm not starting my own island until I prove my mettle by getting the golden kiwi. So to get gold on kiwis, we need to adopt and place 1 new northern island brown kiwi, which we have accomplished with gusto, in my humble opinion. And then we need to have at least 9 different habitat species in the zoo. We need to release 9 different habitat species to the wild. We need to power everything in the zoo with renewable energy. So, I know that sounds like a tall... Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Oh, see? Oh, you're so precious. Oh my goodness, you're sleeping. That's so cute. Let's see. I think, yeah, the Quokka are absolutely quite happy. We actually gave them a lot of toys, so they're doing good. But, yeah, the sick animals are being tended to, so we don't need to worry about them. But, let's get ahead of these things by starting to power everything with renewable energy. I think we just need to replace a couple of, like a few transformers with, I mean... On the one hand, it'd be nice if we could do geothermal power, considering lava and everything. But, oh, and Suzanne, the yellow anaconda, just had more babies. Good job, Suzanne. We will go ahead and take care of your kiddo, because I know that the anacondas, they get a little crowded when there's more than 2 of them, to say the least. All right, so let's see. We now can do solar panels and wind turbines. Woo! And hopefully we can afford the change in the use of how we gather our energy, but I think we can do it. We just need to make sure that it's covering the right areas. And I think that doing solar panels where people can see them so that they can see how we're going green and everything will also help us out. The downside of the solar panels and everything like them is that they don't tend to have a very broad range, but the guests like to see them, which is always quite nice. All right. We're gonna get ahead of the curve. Totally, absolutely outpacing. Let's see. Can I get this down? Not, oh, almost. Yes! Trying to outpace the, the wait to see if our romantic little date between our Galapagos tortoise goes well or not. Alright, so what happens if we go ahead and try removing a few of these? That's the water treatment plant, so I don't think we need to worry about the water treatment plant. But what if we remove this transformer? Nice! Nice! It almost is like desperately trying to make sure that the Wi-Fi signal in the house covers everything, and you know if you go too far into the living room, you're going to lose it, but we have electricity in the staff room. It'll do. That'll do. And then let's come over and we'll grab that transformer. It's now gone. And I believe, haha, everything is now renewable. Because, I mean, technically we only, look, if we needed to renew the sun, that'd be a bit of a problem. Solar panels, I should say. I don't know if you could really say that like, oh, solar energy is renewable if you're thinking long term, because one day the sun will explode. But I think that that is something for, say, like Outer Wilds or perhaps our pixelated adventures blasting off into space in No Man's Sky and things like that. So we won't worry about that when we're just worrying about how many baby quokka can we make smile. Indeed, indeed. Speaking of babies, is my Galapagos tortoise pregnant yet? Dawn! Work your magic, Dawn! I can't believe I'm waiting on a tortoise. A tortoise. That's not gonna be a quick journey, waiting on a tortoise to go breed. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Well, I'm gonna keep my eye on how female little penguins. Yes, we might be about to have baby penguins. You guys, I am 1000% ready for this. I'm so ready. This is gonna be amazing. I'm so excited. But all right, thank you guys so much for joining me on this very silly, very chaotic adventure. If you would like to join me on this and literally thousands more, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, you're adorable. What do they call, like, a group of quokka? A raft of smiles? Huh.